So a KiKi is a gathering, usually casual, clearly. And we're going to be here gossiping. Not really gossiping, y'all know, but I'm a gossip. Telling stories and catching y'all up on our usual tea and all of that. So that's why we are now Let's KiKi podcast, because we feel like this is our KiKi.
It's very bright.
I'm glad you got your glasses on.
Yes, hello! Welcome to Let's KiKi podcast. Just a reminder, Let's KiKi or KiKi is an homage to our LGBT community where we sit in a casual setting, we chat, we gossip, we laugh, we give the 10s across the board. Hello, how are you?
I miss you.
I know!
I miss you so much.
I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. I feel like I haven't seen you since last show, but that's not true.
I know. It's giving like a COVID miss you. Like I haven't seen you because of COVID.
Yeah, I did catch the bug.
Oh, I forgot.
I did catch it.
I didn't even mean it like that.
Okay, because she put me out there. Y'all see that, right? Because she put me out there. Oh, go on my phone. I'm going to look at our live. Yeah.
Okay.
That way we don't miss no comments. Turn that down.
This card.
Oh, you going to get in there?
What?
Yeah, because you got a full screen.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Y'all know nothing I have is functional. Hey, y'all. Hey. I'm going to wave like this. If you know you came in here, you ain't get a wave, you got to wave.
I'm sorry.
No, you fine.
I'm having like a brain block.
Go on Let's KiKi podcast. We are broadcasting live.
Let's KiKi.
I'm gonna clip that.
Let me KiKi.
I'm gonna clip that. We're broadcasting live.
Right.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to start sharing with a couple people so they can come on in.
Get in here. Get
into my vibe.
Wow, this week has been. These past few weeks have been like. I hope y'all having not a better week, but like a better week.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You can go ahead.
Okay, because it's definitely people in here, ain't it?
Oh, it is.
Okay, period. So let's get into it. First topic of the day. We have to give our 10 seconds of silence.
Right.
For our brother Takeoff.
Tell us my
Are we
baby
ready?
daddy. Yeah.
Woo! Okay.
I think he was like the unspoken favorite.
Absolutely. The crazy thing is I just saw somebody post like, oh, now Takeoff was your favorite.
No,
I think Takeoff was everybody's favorite because he was so low key and so like
so humble.
And he had talent.
And he could actually rap.
Oh, I'm so sorry. His family, the whole Migo crew, everything. Y'all are there in our prayers.
My condolences.
Yeah, our condolences, man. So, but to get into that, though, I will say that the story is coming out that not only was he shot somewhere near his head area, but he was maybe shot by someone on their team. They're saying that they believe it was more than one gun being shot back and forth, and a bullet might have been a stray bullet, and unfortunately hit Takeoff and killed him immediately. So, at the end of the day, these bullets don't have no names.
No.
These bullets do not have names, so you're just shooting.
Right.
This is the consequence. So there was a question that I did ask on our page, though, under the post for Takeoff. It was like, do you think that the rap career as a whole right now is just kind of like not like the top 10 career choice?
I think so. And I think we had that conversation earlier.
Yeah.
I was like, what exactly, like how much is life insurance to be a rapper right now? Because there are so many up and coming artists that I didn't even get the chance to
know.
No.
I didn't get a chance to know anybody or hear any music. I gotta search up music now because who is this? who was that? Who died?
It's an underground rapper who's actually underground now. Like
yeah.
I didn't even get a chance to listen. That don't happen. Damn.
I'm sorry, that was like not funny, but hilarious. Like
you know my heart,
rapper, but now you're on the
ground.
God dang, yeah, that was tragic. This is so tragic and it's senseless. Like over a dice game, come Come on. And then in the video, there's another clip that they kind of show you the altercation beforehand.
Right.
And it sounds like it wasn't even about the dice game. It sounds like somebody made a comment on Quavo and basketball. Like, so what was this about? That somebody had to die. Like, it shooketh. Right. That's my feeling.
Yeah,
shooketh.
Definitely. I think it's just like an outpour of just sadness
grief.
Across. Yeah, because it was senseless, and we go through this so often that now we're just kind of numb to it.
Yeah.
Especially living here in Baltimore, it's like.
Oh, this part though, are we too numb? Because what is it about people posting it or recording it? Him just laying out on the ground.
That's like a social. That's becoming a social norm because we record and post everything. Like the way that we transfer our information across everywhere is like that now.
It's so sad. I'm like, what about these people's families? Like, what about their families? What if his parent families didn't know?
They probably didn't.
And they wake up to the image of your family member. I can't even imagine. I feel like we need a whole reset on social media.
Right.
Like a whole reset.
And you know what that reminded me of? It was a long time ago. I'm not sure who the man was, but there was a man downtown who had got ran over by the light rail. And he got cut in half. Yeah, like you could literally see his torso was like up the street and his feet or legs were down. And his family members did not know until they saw that video. Or they saw
he was a homeless man, right? Yeah.
Or he was some type of drug.
Yeah. So they didn't really know where he was, but then that's how they found out. Like that was that's what I'm saying. We need a reset. We need some new rules and regulations as far as social media and this like grieving process. Like, oh my gosh, give us some time. I even said the same thing when it came to Kevin Samuel. I'm like, get a man a break. He just died. Like, I know he said some crazy stuff that we didn't agree with, but he did die. So I don't know. We had to obviously address that because that was very, very recent. It happened 2 o'clock in the morning. We all woke up to that news, so that was a lot. So what else we have next? Do you have it in the notes? Oh yeah. I definitely have it. Going back is so weird, and I'm pretty sure it's because I didn't update it. My favorite. Y'all know
this is clearly my favorite topic because I feel like when I go back and watch these shows, I bring up this topic often. Chrisean Rock and Blueface. They're like my favorite now. They're like my favorite little couple that I'm following. So if you guys do not want to hear about them, like whatever, I'm gonna talk about
exit
it.
the check.
Exit check. Come back later. Okay. So I know we all. Well, maybe we didn't know, so I'm gonna tell you. Okay, Chrisean Rock went on live maybe a few nights ago. You can tell she was clearly drunk or something was going on, but her side of her face was tore up. A black eye, runny nose, bloody nose, busted lip. In the video, you can hear her saying like, "No, you hit me." Talking to Blue. You hit me. You punched me in my face. You a B. Blah blah blah. Going in on him, right? Allegedly saying that he put his hands on her.
Right.
And then the next morning, we got to retract the statement.
Right.
Saying that it was actually her just having a bad trip on Casamigos. And that she actually did try to jump out of a car and Blue tried to save her. And then there was another statement. Yeah, I'm following. Then there was another statement that Blue made. And he was saying, like, basically out to the world, like, come on, guys. If she would have felt, the car would have been worse. Why y'all taking away the fact that I actually saved her and she only got the eye, the lip, and the nose? Like, what? I don't get it.
I'm trying to figure out how a closed fist helps somebody get back in the car. Like,
did you
like, I don't want you to punch me again, so let me get back in the car.
Let me get back in. Boop, boop. Like, did she get knocked? Boop, boop. Okay. All right. Well, it's all alleged.
Yeah.
But, can I?
Go ahead. No,
can I be messy real quick?
Be messy.
Ooh, this is messy. Who in the back? Let me see who. Okay. Who my background person? Cause I'll be messy real quick. I actually follow one of Chrisean's friends, and he tweeted, "Oh, we gotta be careful now because the roads are giving out black eyes."
Ooh. It's the inside scoop for me.
And that is the KiKi. And that's the KiKi. That's the inside scoop. Y'all heard it here first. Okay? So there clearly is something everything else brewing in between, and y'all best believe because I am following, I'm going to let you know.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
The only thing I want to give is I myself, and I know the Let's KiKi podcast, we do not condone domestic violence.
Absolutely not.
We see too many times where women are abused, and then they come back and retract the statements because they don't want their significant other to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Because they're not ready to let go in their own process.
Yeah.
So definitely, if you are in need of help, call 911. Please go to your local district court.
Yeah.
File a piece of protective order.
Yeah.
Seek some type of help. There's so many resources out there for you. That is not love. Being beat on, being hit is not love.
Yeah. And I'm praying that this is not her situation. Of course, I'm praying that this is not her situation. I hope that this is some type of misunderstanding.
I just see this shit spiraling out of control, and it's really getting sad. I'm scared of how this is going to end. I am very scared
because that's what I said initially. I said somebody's going to end up hurt. And then this came out, and I'm like...
And it's not finished.
Oh, it's not... We're not done here?
Right.
Oh, okay. So somebody wants to go to the hospital, or somebody wants to go to jail, or be underground. Or be an underground artist.
I hate laughing at that.
It seems so insensitive, but...
You know my heart. Please, Lord.
It seems so insensitive, but you know, touche, it is underground. Okay. But touche, okay? Alright, so we're going to get off our celebrity topics real quick. And I want to dig into two topics I saw. I'm going to bring up one because I actually had a conversation with a guy. Excuse me, I hope if he's watching, I hope you don't mind that I shared this conversation. I should have asked first, but we seem cool enough, okay? And he gave some really good insight. And what I'll say is that what the post was originally was this era of men don't really want to protect and provide.
Right.
So I will give his intake on it, and then we can kind of like comment on it.
Okay.
All right. So he said that's actually facts, that men actually want to be more pampered than women do.
Oh, wow.
He said, I don't really do gender roles, but I just think men can be pampered, but in a way that celebrates a man, and not in a way that celebrates a woman. Not in the same way that celebrates a woman. Also, I feel like we're on an even playing field now, and honestly, most women are the breadwinners nowadays.
Right.
So, it's like you want somebody to cook, clean, rub your back, wash your feet, have your children, and I still have to work basically just as much as you, and not by choice. No, that's not cutting it, and not that money means everything. It's just the fact of being a team and being fair to one another. And if you're not willing to protect your family, you don't get to qualify. You don't qualify to call yourself a man. And protection isn't always just physical violence, is what he mentioned. So I thought was pretty good. So tell me how you feel about that.
I feel like I don't agree with this statement, honestly. Mm-hmm. There are men who are still, I don't even want to call it traditional, but they still want to protect and provide. But I feel like it takes, you know how they say like a guy, it's a certain woman who will bring that out of him.
Right.
And some of them are brought up a lot different than other men. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the majority of guys are in a place where there's this like battle of masculine and feminine energy because women don't know how to be soft because we're not put in an environment to be soft.
True.
So I feel like
I've heard that before.
Yeah, I say that all the time. I feel like if a woman is put in a position to be soft, that she will be soft, and she will naturally fall into her role as the mom, the wife, and stuff like that. I think there are certain roles that have crossed due to these battles that we're going through. Yeah, we're not allowing the men to be men because some of them don't know how to be. Right. So they don't know how to protect and provide.
Because a lot of men didn't grow up with that example. So they probably don't know how to do that. And some women probably didn't grow up with the example of being that woman. Because I know, for me, in my household, we grew up and my mom was the breadwinner. So it was like, I mean, I saw my mom hustle and get it, but I didn't think that wasn't love. But now, you see these girls, if they breadwinners, then these niggas ain't shit. You like, damn, girl. Is there, why is there no in between? Like, okay, if you recognize that I don't have the soft feminine energy, but we actually do vibe, why is there no like, why can't we transition together? Why can't it be like, let's show each other kind of like, you know, does that make sense?
I feel like guys are going to do what you allow them to.
Well, yeah.
Would you allow them to? Would you?
I feel women do the same thing.
Huh? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sometimes we kind of like, I'm going to pick and choose my battles. I've always been in that, I'm going to pick and choose my battles.
Right.
I'm going to allow certain shit, but certain shit he knows is just not going to fly with me.
True.
So I feel like we gotta stand in on what we want and what we need. And I've been preaching for like 2 weeks about telling your significant other how you want to be loved.
Yeah.
Like, stop being out here and trying to figure out how somebody want to be loved. Like, tell them. Nobody is Miss Cleo. Nobody's a scientist, and nobody's going to do all these experiments to figure out how you want to be loved. Have these conversations.
No, I agree. I agree, and I feel like I will admit to being guilty of being one that's like, well, let me go with the flow.
Right.
Let me go with the flow, and then that gets you in a position where you be like, so how do I say I don't like that? You know, like,
because you don't want to have those uncomfortable conversations.
How do I say that that's actually not something I'm okay with? Because now it's like, well, you've been just going with it this whole time. Why bring it up? So I absolutely 100% agree. We need to be having these conversations. And you know, an advice thing I saw. They were married, but I guess it can work either way. Having check-ins. They do it every month.
I really like that.
They do it every month.
I really like
that.
Said
they do a check-in just to make sure my needs are met, your needs are met, what's not making you happy, what's making you happy. And I feel like, I feel like we could have a conversation in the beginning, then it should not be a problem later on down the line.
I think I'm at a point right now, like, of course, I'm in the process of getting a divorce, unfortunately. But I'm taking so many things that I've learned in this relationship into my next relationship, and that's definitely one thing that I want to take into my next relationship. I want to, of course, have those conversations in the beginning, like, how do you want to be loved? Like, what does love look like to you? What does that mean to you? Like, what is it? What are your requirements?
Just to make sure.
Not to say like it's a job. But
but
there's some standards that I need to keep up in order to keep up with you. And they're going to change because we're going to change as people.
I think
I'm okay
conversations about expectations, really.
Because if I can tell you how I want my coochie ate, I should be able to tell you how I want to be loved. How you show your appreciation for me. Because we can talk about that. Then we could talk about.
That's true. That is true. That is true. You should be allowed to talk about both.
I think that any business, and you don't want. I mean, marriage is a business. Whether you want to look at it however you want to look at it, it's definitely a business. But just like businesses, they have annual meetings or they have monthly meetings to check in. Okay, we devised a plan. This is how we're going to run our household. This is how we're going to run our bills. Okay, shit didn't work out. What we need to tweak.
Let's come back and
continue to refine your tools, sharpen your tools, and get your shit together together.
And you know what?
Don't be so quick to point the finger as well.
That is a big thing. I cannot stand. Well, you do it too. Well, you do it too. It's just like
that's when the team starts to break down. That's when that teamwork
we
starts
both
to break down, right?
Who gonna stop doing it? Like, who gonna stop first? Then what's up?
Because people get hurt, and it's like I'm gonna try to hurt you like how you hurt me.
It's like, but if you love me,
we on the same team.
Why are you trying to hurt me? Why do you think? Why is that your go-to? Let me hurt your feelings, cause
you hurt me. Like, I want you to hurt like how you hurt me.
But you said you love me. You said you love me.
Right.
I also seen a post on trending on TikTok about a woman saying that she never actually corrects her husband. Never corrects him.
Oh, I know. I seen that.
You seen that?
Yeah.
Never corrects him, but she like kind of what we used to call it in my household is just stroking the ego. Like, okay, I'm let you do what you want to do, but when you're done, come back and I'm gonna show you another way because this is the right way. Like, but you don't want to just come out and be like, yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, no, I got what she was saying. So she was saying she don't outright tell him like that's a bad idea,
right?
But she'll try to persuade him or give him questions so that he can be like, okay, I see why you might think that way. Yeah. So that because it's a team.
It's a team.
It's a team.
It's a team. I seen the 5. I don't know. You know what? When I watched that video again, I was like, I don't know if I agree now.
What?
With everything she was saying. It was the 5 red flags.
Okay.
That men see. Hold on. I'm going to go to the post real quick and I'm going to play one.
Are they going to be able to hear it?
No, but we can. And I'll just play it. Really? Thanks. This is not a case. These are stickers under my case.
Oh.
I know, right? Cute. I just put them there. The kids' stickers.
Okay. I thought you put that like that.
Thanks. Okay. Hit me up for custom cases. Custom cases. All right, so red flag number 1 for men was non-reciprocal energy. So she was explaining that it was what I don't know really. This one was just non-reciprocal energy. You're not giving the same energy I'm giving back, which seems kind of common. Like if I can tell you don't like me, then I'm not gonna act like I like you too. All right, cool. Sorry guys, she rambles. Number 2 was unrealistic financial expectations. Like expecting someone you just met to pay for your nails, your hair, your rent, and stuff like that.
Right.
Now, I agreed to, I just met you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we're going to date, you have to buy my nails and buy my hair. I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right. But if we are consistent and we're in a more serious dating thing, I do think it would be nice,
right,
to I don't know, I don't want to say reward, maybe that's not the right word, but to do that.
I'm the type of person, it is so awkward for me to ask money from people. It makes me so super uncomfortable. I've never been a gold digger type of female. I've never dated somebody because they had a lot of money or anything like that. I don't really have a lot of experience with dating because, of course, I've been in a relationship for like the past 9 or 10 years. But I'm just saying, I've just never been that type of person. So it's more accustomed for me, like if somebody was to offer, it makes me a little bit less, it makes it a little bit easier for me.
It does.
And I always had that conversation, like if I am talking to somebody and they do, they want to help in some type of way, I try to have that conversation and explain to them, like, it makes me uncomfortable.
Right.
And they explain, like, I want to help. And I'm like, I'm okay with that, but just know,
I'm
not
about to keep begging for it.
I'm not.
Like, if you offer me money,
right,
and then, like, when you supposed to send it, you don't send it, I'm not going to keep asking you for it.
Yeah, because that was awkward.
Because now I'm be like...
Now you're a weirdo.
Because I'm going to give you the... Why'd you offer it?
It's not tricking if you got it.
Don't offer it. And that's another thing. Is you must start flaunting it and making it seem like you got it. Because when I asked for it, then you like, Mr. Krabs.
Is this getting personal?
Oh, no. I'm speaking for the girls. I don't know nothing about this. I'm speaking for the girls. It's speaking through me. I told you gotta follow through. You cannot sing that song and not follow through. I'm that girl. Ooh, you gotta do the whole thing, okay? But other than that, do we have anything for sex talk? Oh.
It actually is something.
You know what? I must have never
took that off.
But we can definitely talk about it. We did not touch that.
We can talk about it.
Yeah, because it's real.
It is a real thing, and I don't want to say I struggle with it, but
I struggle with it. But I struggle with it.
You want to be technical.
Yeah, it's a struggle.
So, for my girls who have those period apps, I have at least 3 on my phone, and there's always this particular time of the month, and I'm not talking about your period, I'm talking about the reason why we have a period in the first place. Right. Your ovulation week. There is something about that ovulation week.
It's something in them hormones
that turns me into some type of
it's something in those hormones.
Into some type of like rabid dog.
And it's crazy. It's really crazy because the week prior to that week, I'm like, I'm not even thinking about sex.
Yeah, like
but the week of my ovulation, I'm like, wow, when is the last time I've had any
it's like I can't get enough. It's never enough.
Nothing's fulfilling.
Nothing's. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, where is it at?
The ovulation week is usually the wettest week.
Right.
Like, I am the absolute.
So, not TMI, but I went to an OBGYN and she was Catholic, so she did not believe in birth control. So her thing was she would teach. She said that I had to go to this class about your
like the discharge.
Yes, your discharge. You learn about your discharge. So throughout your cycle, your discharge changes according to what part of your cycle you're in.
Oh, so that's how you would do birth control.
Right. So I would know that I'm ovulating because my discharge will look like this. Or I would know that I'm
Ooh, okay.
Right. So I was like, I don't want that shit. Give me the.
Chris said, I ain't finna be looking at discharge every day. Give me the motherfucking drugs.
I'm not looking at my coochie juice every day.
Every day.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
I think it's a little different.
So during your ovulation week, Of course, we're naturally horny because our body has been designed to have babies. So
Right.
our body is like, we want to be pregnant. How do we get pregnant? We have sex.
Literally like a humping dog.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad for me.
I wonder if men have that.
They're just probably just nasty all the time. I don't know.
I know, like, I would love to know if y'all have like a time of month where it's just like, ooh, I just want to fuck some.
That's probably all
Yeah,
day.
it probably is.
Probably
I
all
don't
day for them.
Who am I talking to?
In between Madden and whatever the fuck else y'all are doing.
Between YouTube and Meg, that's when you're like, oh yeah, I'm trying to fuck.
Or and Twitter.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Twitter is now the holy grail of porn.
First of all, thank you, Twitter.
I had no
for being
idea.
the holy grail of Twitter.
Thank you, Bobby, for putting me on. Because I
What?
had no idea that Twitter was
Twitter
the holy
porn has
grail.
been popping since 09.
I had no idea.
What?
When I say X videos ain't got shit on
Ain't got shit on Twitter porn.
Twitter porn.
I done seen
is
stuff
top
on Twitter porn.
tier.
I don't even know how to search it on RedTube. I'm like, wait, what category is that?
How she do that?
What category is that? I don't know. I'm gonna look into it.
Right.
Oh, I can't even say that on camera, but we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Sorry. Something really popped in my head. I was getting ready to spill it out, but it would have been like a dead. I know who we're talking about. Yeah. So moving on. Actually, look, we are actually coming to an end. Do we have any affirmations? Or can we give some?
I always can make something up. Do you have
Love
something for
yourself.
us?
Love yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Love yourself. No, you know what? Just this week with Takeoff and
Right.
just what the world's been going through, just spread love, like for real, Spread love. That's really all it is. We gotta find a way to be at peace, y'all.
Right.
We
I was
really
thinking
do.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who's beefing with anybody. If it
Yeah.
is, if it's something that can be mended, because everything don't need to be mended. I'm not saying
Right.
anybody could die tomorrow, so let's put all our stupid shit to the side and let's be friends again. Everything don't need to be mended, but if you've made peace with the fact that if this person goes today or tomorrow and I'll be okay, then leave it there.
Yeah.
But if not, take that time to reach out to that person. Life is way too short.
Yeah.
I've been losing people since elementary school. It don't have an age, race. It does not discriminate.
I agree.
Make those connections. And
yeah.
Oh,
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh. Let's show examples. This is the example. Love one another. Okay? See y'all. Love y'all. And thank you for watching this KiKi podcast.
So a KiKi is a gathering, usually casual, clearly. And we're gonna be here gossiping. Not really gossiping, y'all know, but I'm a gossip. Telling stories and catching y'all up on our usual tea and all of that. So that's why we are now Let's KiKi podcast, because we feel like this is our KiKi.